Shalom, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakah Kodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, to the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, who risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen, but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds, who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushua. And the Lord's for the chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as we're the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Akalia, and I'm from GMS Jamaica Kingston Camp, and this video is about the Mark of the Beast prophecy, which is a microchip. Alright, so just coming at you with another quick update regarding the system being ushered in. Alright, and of course this devil, who is the so-called white man, who are the Edomites who rule this kingdom today, they do this in stages, right? And it's all not like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kind of process. They're doing it in a way that, from my observations, it's just coming in like different ways depending on the location that you're at. Okay, so like the system is being implemented, it's all the same system, okay, but the system is being implemented in India at various different rates, in China at various different rates, in Australia at various different rates, America, the Caribbean, Europe, etc., right? And I seen this today, and I kind of had to just let it absorb for a bit, okay? Especially this part, which I'm going to bring out. Google to use digital driver's licenses to verify the age of website users. Now, and then I also have Google Wallet to add support for digital passports. So I'm thinking that perhaps I should just tackle this one first, which is self-explanatory. Google Wallet, we all know about Google Wallet. We know about Samsung Pay, Google Pay, Apple Pay, whatever, right? And these different kind of digital payment systems that they're bringing in, okay, which is like this Google Wallet or whatever, okay, and it says it's going to add support for digital passports, and we've been hearing word, especially over there in Europe, about these digital passports coming about. I'm pretty sure my last video on the Mark of the Beast, it was about these digital passports, or maybe it could have been the one before. I do so many on the topic, you know, but this merging of a Google Wallet with a digital passport is a part of the digital identification system that is coming in, okay? And so let's take a look at what it is. Now, I bring this out all the time if you're a regular viewer, but you know, I do treat these videos as if it were your first time watching, okay? So I'm going to bring it out, and here it is, the digital identity according to the World Economic Forum. This is the digital identification system that is being implemented worldwide, and it will come under various different names depending on the country, but it is all the same system coming in. So the digital identity, right, which in Jamaica it is called the National Identification System, the NIDS, right? So that digital identity is intended to store all of this information on it for an all-for-one use, okay? And this digital identity is meant to connect entities with people and devices and things, right? So everything is intended to be connected according to what this devil is doing. So this digital identity is going to include all of your healthcare, your financial services, food and sustainability, travel and mobility, that's your passports, crossing borders, humanitarian response, e-commerce, so that's the online part, social platforms. So your digital identity is soon going to be connected to your social platform. We're heading to the point where there will no longer be anonymity on the internet. All right, and Australia actually there was some news that came out a few weeks ago about Australia doing this. All right, and then in some places like in the East, like Korea, for example, in order for you to have access to certain video games, all right, you have to use your personal identification, right, to gain access to it. So you can see that's just an example of like one of the various stepping stones to just get people used to living this kind of way. Okay, government services, telecommunications, smart cities, right? So this article right here, Google Wallet, right? To add support for digital passports. So there it is, the wallet with the digital passports, and there it is, the financial services and the travel and mobility. They want to merge that together. Just simply another stepping stone heading towards the ultimate goal, which will be that market chip, right? And the prophecy says this, okay, because we're going to be heading to this in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right, so unless you have the market chip, you won't be able to conduct life in society. And as you can see from this image right here, it has everything. So unless you have the market chip, you won't gain access to these services. Same thing here with this digital identity. And this digital identity is what is going to be put onto that market chip, stored on it, and that's what people will be using going about their days. They're going to swipe their hand or their foreheads, and it will show up all of the information, just like Minority Report, Tom Cruise. Okay, that is the goal of this devil. So, taking a look back at just the development, let's just read a little bit. Starting soon, we'll begin testing a new type of digital ID in Google Wallet, giving more people in more places a way to create and store a digital ID, now with a US passport. All right, so you know what? For those of you, or for individuals that may think that, America really isn't really moving along with this system, um, you know, or they seem to be against it, according to, like, when you see news come out and stuff like that. No, they are slowly but surely bringing it in. All right, because here it is. Let me read it once more. Starting soon, we'll begin beta testing a new type of digital ID in Google Wallet, giving more people in more places a way to create and store a digital ID, now with a US passport. People are increasingly looking for ways to digitize everyday items. Are they? Perhaps they are, because that is the society that we're in right now. And that is the gradualism that Esau Edom has used upon the people to get people used to these systems, right? With one of the top requests being a digital ID. So apparently people are requesting digital IDs. This is news to me, okay? But that's what's up. Because when it is that the devil is reaching to this point of speaking about these things, you know it's closer. Because my observations from coming into the truth, it's the same song and dance, the same kind of narrative when they're bringing in whatever. They just bring it in slowly and surely, kind of ease the people in. They show that, maybe 70% of the people aren't with it, but 30% aren't, and then after a few years it becomes a greater number of people that are used to it, and all of that kind of stuff, right? And then they would like speak negatively about it, but then speak positively about it. And now, from what I'm seeing, they're just speaking positively about it and saying, yo, people want this. So what's the next step? Okay. Creating an ID pass is easy. Select the prompt in the Google Wallet app to create an ID pass with your US passport. All right. And follow the instructions to scan the security chip in the back of your passport. That security chip in the back of your passport. I'm pretty sure that security chip in the back of your passport is perhaps talking about that biometric ID. Yeah. In the back of my passport, I have a biometric ID that has already been assigned to me. And speaking as a man, I do believe that biometric ID is the overall biometric ID that they will be using for individuals. But we shall see. And as I said, I'm just speaking as a man. Okay. You'll be asked to take a selfie video to verify your ID, and Google Wallet will notify you when your ID pass is ready, typically within a few minutes. Okay, so the process is efficient. While ID passes are accepted at select TSA checkpoints today, we're working with partners so you can use digital IDs in even more situations. For example, in the future, we believe you should be able to use digital ID for things like account recovery, identity verification, and even car rentals. She adds, so you see how she just even adds It goes from account recovery, then identity verification, and then they're saying even car rentals, which when you think about even car rentals, that makes you think, to rent a car, to book a hotel room, to book a taxi, you know, it's all along that kind of vein of things. That's the only word I could think of. But yeah, this technology is in its early stages, sure, right? Ain't nothing. I don't trust this devil one bit. Anything they say is in the early stages, they have it ready to go. Let's be real. So it's important to know that a digital ID in Google Wallet is not a replacement for your physical ID. For now, you need to carry a physical ID with you when traveling, right? So they don't want to scare the people, right? Because you still have some people that are like wary, but they're putting it face front in front of you that this is where we're heading towards regardless, right? So that's that on this one. We get the gist of it. Now let's go to the other one. Google to use digital driver's licenses to verify the age of website users. So a digital driver's license, right, to verify the age of website users. Now, automatically, before even getting into the article, I'm thinking like, wow, is this not like to use a website you're going to need digital identification? Is that something that is required right now? Not to my knowledge. I can browse anywhere on the internet and just be there. But let's see what it's saying. The image right here shows the user, which would be you. And then you have your wallet. And those wallet digital credentials go through Google to the relying party, which would be whichever website. The digital credentials API will use digital IDs to verify website users. There it is. Use digital IDs to verify website users. And that's a part of the plan for the digital identification system that is coming in. E-commerce, social platforms, there it is. There it is. All of you internet trolls out there, y'all, that system, the system that's coming in, y'all not gonna be able to be doing all of that anymore. There will no longer be anonymity on the internet. It's coming. Yep. This devil wants full and absolute control of you people. He stated, he think himself to be like a god. And the system that's coming in, he's going to be calling the population, and he's going to be implanting these microchips into you people so that he knows every single thing that you're doing. You know, a few years ago, I saw an article come out where a university was doing a study on things in a kitchen that they had like technology embedded within them. I'm not sure if it was the NFC technology or the RFID technology, but basically you'd go into the kitchen and you'd pick up the knife or a spoon or a fork. You'd remove it from the position that it's at, and a digital system would be able to tell when it is at the approximate time when you picked up said spoon, fork, or knife from that position and put it to the next kind of position. I promise you, I've seen that, and I'm pretty sure it's one of the videos there that I've done. But you'll just have to take my word for it. But anyway, which goes to show you the level of control that the devil is intending to have upon your people, and everything is just being built up. A new digital credentials API that will allow visitors to a website to verify their identity using a driver's license or a national identification card stored in their digital wallet has now entered testing. The API will soon be used by Google accounts to verify certain users' date of birth. Okay? Users residing within a supported US state will be able to use their state ID or driver's license provisioned in available wallet apps, including Google Wallet, to seamlessly share just their date of birth with Google without sharing other details of their identity. This empowers users to demonstrate to Google in a privacy-preserving way that they meet account-related age requirements. Ooh. Account-related age requirement. So I guess it's when you're signing up for a website that you would need this digital ID to verify your date of birth. And so I've lived it, right? I've lived the boom of technology when it grew, the social media, um the MySpace, all of that kind of stuff. I've seen it all. And I've seen over time how to gain access to certain websites, you have to present them with more and more and more information about yourselves, right? I remember that era. Now it's just a normal thing that people do, present all of their information. But before, you could just sign up, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? But now, even to get onto social media, to view social media, you have to be signed up for it. Okay? So that you can see where it's all heading towards. Digital Credentials API is a new web platform API that allows websites to selectively request verifiable information about the user through digital credentials such as a driver's license or a national identification card stored in a digital wallet. That's the same thing as a national identification card stored in a digital wallet. Is really them talking about the digital identification system that is coming. Now the rest of it is a lot of the lingo of it is a lot of technological lingo that, to be honest, I'm not quite privy to, and that is why I decided to bring this out second. But regardless of what's going on, the system is coming in, right? At launch, Google Wallet will integrate with the Digital Credentials API, enabling select businesses and organizations to initiate a request for users to present their ID online via Chrome on Android and verify the authenticity of the transmitted data by examining the cryptographic signature. In other words, I think that reads as your personal identification signature. That's what I think. I don't know if anyone's privy to this like that, then you know. But regardless of that, regardless of how I understand like the verbiage of it all, um this is a step towards implementing the system at hand. Okay, it's all in the works, right? And this article with this article goes hand in hand, just the same. And that's just what it is. um there's nothing else for me to say on the topic. Y'all know what the judgment is for taking the microchip, which is a mark of the beast. You have no chance for salvation. Okay, if you're an Israelite, and only an Israelite can be saved. Okay, if you're in America, you'll be destroyed by thermonuclear fire if you're an Israelite and you take the microchip. And the heathen have no chance for salvation. So realistically, it don't matter what they do. It has never been about them. Okay? The story has always been about Yahweh Shemishai and the Israelites. So that all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemishai, Bashem Kakodesh. Shalom.